Hey, what's up? It's DireCrysis. Long time no talk. I haven't really been making any videos. I'm not a YouTuber like that. I just do this on the side for fun. My main thing is music. But yeah, if you've been paying attention in the gamer space, you would have noticed that Warzone 2 dropped, and they absolutely nerfed Warzone 1 in order to force people to come over to Warzone 2, which I personally don't like that game. It's just like PUBG with less gun skill. I like PUBG, mind you, because of the gun skill. If it didn't have that, I probably wouldn't enjoy it. I don't like games where I can't get better just because there's no actual option to. You know what I mean? Like, you just stand there, you shoot. Boom, that's the game. But I've also been getting bored of playing Apex Legends, sadly. I don't know what's up with this season. I can't really get into it. I don't know why. I love Olympus. It's back in the rotation. The new map, Broken Moon, is pretty good. I'd say there's a lot of copy and paste, but considering it's a mining colony, you know, like I get the logic behind it, so I can't really be too mad about the POIs. But I don't know. The game's been really boring to me, so I've been thinking, like, maybe get back into Halo. You know, since Halo Infinite dropped, I downloaded it the first day that it dropped, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. I don't know why. It's the maps I don't really mess with. They didn't feel very Halo to me. It felt like the scale was off of the whole game for some reason. Their big team map, I didn't like. Like, it seemed like it was just like an auto-generated, let's throw some buildings at the end, boom, there, we got a fucking map, whatever. So I don't know how they're having so much issues right now with having more people than they had on Bungie, I'm pretty sure, anyhow. But yeah, I just wanted to go through like a little list of problems that I think that could be fixed. You know what I mean? I love the movement, I love the gunplay. I feel like the snipers are easier in this game. I don't know why. It feels like it's a lot easier to kill people with snipers in this game. But like, I just re-downloaded it after however long of not playing it, so like this is one of the first games that I had after re-downloading it. I was tired as hell, so like I'd just be walking on nades and stuff like that. But yeah, the one thing that I noticed is like I had to record this in theater. I wasn't recording this with OBS Live. You could tell on the top right it says skip back, skip forward, blah, blah, blah. I don't know how to get rid of that off the screen. Their UI in that says to hide the HUD. You could do that, and then it keeps that little skip back, skip forward thing up top on the right there. Or you could hide everything, and then it gets rid of the reticle as well. So I think that's something they need to fix. It's like they were thinking about the cinematic part of Halo instead of like people actually just recording gameplays to do voiceovers with. Or maybe I'm dumb and I haven't figured it out, but like I've YouTubed it, Googled it, couldn't find an answer real quick. That's one issue that I had. Also, it kept jumping me to other players just randomly in the middle of trying to record this, so I had to edit that out. And also, you'll notice, like, if you see me shooting at somebody, like, my reticle will be 3 feet away from the guy, but I'll be shooting him in the head. And you could tell because, like, you could see the damage marker going off. So it looks like I'm aimbotting in some of this because, like, he's fucking dying, but my reticle isn't on him. It's way away from him. You know what I mean? So I think that's one thing that needs to be fixed, but not like as a priority, obviously, because like we have to focus on the gameplay parts of things. I also can't fucking tell red players from blue players, apparently, because I just keep like shooting at my teammates and trying to beat them down every once in a while. You'll see. Like, I miss when it was just blue and red players. They didn't have like their own personal colors and stuff like that. That's just because of my eyes. I fucking suck. Like, see, I thought that was my teammate until he went to beat me down, so I just threw an elbow and died. But another thing that I think that could be fixed in theater is like I can't pull up the scoreboard. No matter what button I hit, I can't seem to pull up the scoreboard. This is a 35-10 gameplay. And yeah, I wanted to show, I like showing the score at the end just to be like, yeah, this is what I did. I'm not like BSing or nothing like that. But yeah, I can't seem to find a way how to pull up the scoreboard at the end of the game. I would like to see that fixed. Also, the mantling could be a lot smoother. Like, it's really good when you're going like straight forward towards something, but like if you're jumping from an angle and you try to grab a hold of something to mantle and jump up, it like just slides you across the wall and then doesn't do anything. You just keep going the other way that you're not trying to go. for mantling, it would be really nice and like make the gameplay smoother if they could fix that, so like I could mantle at things from an angle if I want to. It would streamline, make things a lot faster, like movement a lot faster and stuff like that. So if I could see that fixed, that would be awesome. Nades. I have a problem with nades in this game because they seem really unpredictable. Like I'm used to playing Halo 2 and Halo 3. I really love the nade system in that because you could use them strategically because you know where they'd bounce, you know where they'd land just by the weight of them. These ones, it feels like you could just throw them at something and they'll just bounce forever and then blow the fuck up whenever they want to. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's just me. I probably need more time in this game to like figure out the nade system better, but it seems way too unpredictable to use in a tactical manner, you know, to me at least. But yeah, I probably just need more time in the game to figure that part out. Also, I've really noticed that the servers are hella unpredictable while playing. Like after this game, I did 35 and 10 in this game, and then the next game I could lay shots into people, like 8 shots, and their shields would not go down. It would just feel like they're invincible. And you can't really do anything about it. The one thing that just like gets on my nerves, especially since we're playing ranked in this situation, is like when you doing well is completely out of your hands. And I don't think that should ever be a thing in any video game, but like that tends to be a major thing coming into the game. Like coming into gaming altogether is just the randomization of shit to try to like make skilled players less of a priority and make casuals that barely play the game more of the priority than anything. It's not even just like Halo, but like I noticed it in Call of Duty, you notice it in like all the other major games. And going off of that, I noticed that meleeing is a lot easier on controller than it is on mouse and keyboard. It feels like there's more of you're actually able to lunge on controller, whereas if I try to do it on mouse and keyboard, I just be swinging foot of clouds, you know, just swinging for my hopes and dreams with my elbows. And that hella annoys me because I'll just be like swinging trying to kill somebody with a melee, and they'll just be like happily jogging away and then turn around and just bonk me in the face like no problem. And that really bugs me, is just the randomization of that. Especially for Halo, people always talk about the disadvantages that you have as a player in this game on mouse and keyboard. I don't really notice it, but like I have decent enough aim whether on controller or mouse and keyboard, so it's not much of a problem to me. But I can see how people who don't play that often have the trouble that they do. I know, like, I came from Halo 3 and Halo 2 and stuff like that. I stopped playing after that in Halo Reach when they started adding bloom to the game. That was another thing that I was going to talk about randomization, is bloom. Something like you don't control the recoil. It doesn't matter where you aim. Your bullet's just going to shoot wherever it wants to shoot. And they started adding that to games more often. And I don't agree with it whatsoever. I don't think you should have that type of randomization, especially in this game because it's so competitive and always has been competitive since its release. The one major reason I wanted to get back into Halo is because I'm a big Battle Royale person. After I left Halo, I went over to Battlefield, learned that I really like those large-scale type of games. And Battle Royales really do that for me, especially like if you really like competitive gameplay. It's something where you like have to come out number one if you want to win. So after I heard that they were working on Battle Royale for Infinite, like I personally don't know how it's gonna work as a Halo game, because it doesn't really seem like it's gonna fit the type of play style that Halo is. But like I'm excited to see how they try to implement it at the end of the day. So when that comes out, I want to be practiced up on Halo enough, especially with the nades, as I was saying, to be able to actually do well when that drops. I, again, don't know how that's going to work out. It doesn't seem like the type of game that would do well as a Battle Royale, but I am super hopeful and excited to see how that goes. I also don't know how that's going to go because apparently this game is having so much problems as I hear from the community, but I just got back into it, so I won't be able to see the full brunt of it for a little while. But I'm hoping for more maps out of anything. Anyways, I had some other things I want to talk about. I can't remember what they are right now. I'm a little scatterbrained, as you can tell, but I'm gonna get out of here. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. DireCrysis, you can follow me on no social media because I don't have I got Instagram, but I don't really post on it at all. So yeah, subscribe here if you want to see more videos in the next 7 months whenever I decide to post another one. Peace.